Paid media in social media is long been one of the newest and fast-growing approach in the social media marketing and even more broadly speaking in digital marketing. Because this type of marketing has, from very beginning, relied heavily on platform, data, and algorithm, and because social media platforms themselves often operated like a black box. So the impact of AI on this industry is actually one of the most hidden and less visible. Today, I really want to answer three questions. What does paid media industry look like today? How exactly are the AI tools provided by this platform affecting media buying? And what broader change are these AI tools bringing to paid social media as a whole? The shorter answer is paid social media has already shifted from manual optimization to AI-assisted execution. AI has already replaced a lot of unnecessary and repetitive operational work, and the human role has moved upwards, becoming more concentrated in strategy and creative direction. First of all, even though paid social media is still a relatively new and highly discussed marketing approach, this industry is still growing. And as I mentioned earlier, AI has already turned it from a manual process to much more automate one. In fact, you could even say that AI is now a standard part of the workflow. A very simple paid media workflow looks like, first, you decide what goal you want the media to achieve. Do you want to reach your target audience? You want more clicks, or you want more sign up, or other type of conversion? Once the goal is set, the next step is to determine the budget. Do you want to use a daily budget or a total campaign budget? And then comes to audience selection. In early practice, it was actually one of the hardest steps. You have to figure out where your audience was, how old are they, and what interests they had, what kind of job they did. All this require a lot of upfront research in order to make a good decision. After that, based on the choice you've made, you upload the video or creative, and then the platform system automatically starts distributing it for you. At the moment, most AI tools in the pay media are deeply tied to the platform. Some of the most representative tools are Meta Advantages Plus, which work for Facebook and Instagram, TikTok Smart Plus, which is for TikTok, obviously, Linking Accelerator, and Google Ads. Then there's YouTube Creator Partnership, which is a bit different from the previous four because it focuses more on working with the existing creator and help brands to find the right influencer to collab with. In this table, I compare 5 AI tools across 6 different dimensions to show the different strengths and the best use case more clearly. Meta Advantages Plus is especially suitable for large-scale conversion and e-commerce growth. It works well for direct-to-customer brands, existing business, and brands that want to reach broad audience. Compared with other tools, it offers stronger support for creative adaptation and variation. It's also one of the easiest platforms for beginners to start because theirs are less complicated manual audience settings. The content dependency refers to how much the campaign performance depends on the quality of the content itself. Compared with Meta, the TikTok Smart Plus was much higher content dependency. In other words, strong content can perform very well on TikTok Smart Plus, but weaker content may still perform poorly even with the budget. In some cases, the budget may not even be fully spent. TikTok also supports the creative process itself by offering trend insights, creative suggestion, and more delivery options. Linking accelerators works mainly by promoting a company page to increase the visibility and distribution, which makes it easier and suitable for B2B business. Compared with Meta, linking is less focused on virtual creativity and more focused on information delivery. Its content dependency is also similar to Meta's. The content quality matters, but the platform can still help to push that content to a broader audience. Google works in a way that is somewhat closer to TikTok because it also more content oriented and the places more weighted on the content quality. Both platforms are best understood as tools that amplify work humans are already doing while making the process more automated and efficient. Google Demand Gen is especially useful for virtual reach and creative support. So finally, YouTube Creator Partnership is mainly designed to simplify the process of finding the right creator collaboration. I include it here because it is currently one of the well-adopted and relatively mature system. Similar influencer matching tools also exist on Meta and TikTok, but YouTube system is currently more established. So what kind of impact is AI having on the industry as a whole? The first major change is that platforms are absorbing large portion of the execution work. In the past, campaign setup, choosing the budget, select the audience, deciding what kind of creative to use require a lot of manual thinking and decision making. But now platforms are automating more and more of the process. They are minimize the parts that require human decisions, or turning what used to be open-ended problem into multi-choice options for people to select from. This lead to a second changes. Creative matter more than before. As audience selection, budget allocation, and placement decision become more automated, differentiation increasingly comes from the content quality. Platform can now deliver content more automatically and more accurately to the right audience. Then once everyone is paying for rich, what really creates a gap in performance is the quality of the content itself. In other words, the creativity. The third change is that paid media is no longer just a simple act of buying traffic. AI can much more precisely determine who actually sees the content and which audience is being delivered to. It can even provide creative support. So as a result, the whole process becomes clear and more transparent, including the conversion path itself. On that basis, the original campaign goal also become more important and more explicit. If you're simply buying traffic, growth in number does not necessarily translate to real business growth. If your goal at the beginning is awareness, then views may matter more as a key metrics. In that sense, AI also help make the entire process. If your goal is conversion, then other indicator may be less important than the final conversion outcome. In that case, AI can also make the whole process of the conversion clear and more structured. Finally, the biggest change is that human value is moving upwards. The more tedious and labor-intensive work, including early-stage research and repetitive execution, is increasingly being handled by AI. This allows humans to focus more on the higher level strategy, which is setting the goal at the beginning of the campaign. AI also provides more creative support. It suggests creative direction that people may not have imagined before, or they maybe don't have it in their mind, and quickly organize the latest trend across platform. In that context, human creative judgment become more important. Human control over brand identity as well as ability to plan across platform become more valuable too. AI is still relatively limited in interpreting results. In other words, behind the platform level performance data, kind of business change does it actually means? This question still need human to interpret, understand, and then turn that feedback into the next step. So overall, we can say that humans are moving from a lower execution role to a higher level role centered on strategy and judgment. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.